watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. Hazleton's incumbent mayor locked up a second consecutive term last night, while a political newcomer and longtime councilman locked up the 2 open council seats. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more.
Republican Jeff Cassett locked up his second consecutive term last night as mayor of Hazleton by defeating Democratic challenger Bob Yavak. With all precincts reporting, unofficial tallies had Cassett securing 1,879 votes to Yavak's 1,366.
The city means everything to me. My family's been here since 1917. We moved to Alter Street, and we've always been involved. Always a small family business. It means everything to me. My whole family still lives here. We work here. We play here. Very humbling to be reelected. It's a true statement from the people that they are proud of what you've done and they see the future for the city.
Cassett's win followed a low-key campaign, with the incumbent plugging his administration's gains improving parks, streets, and public safety as the city operated under Act 47.
We made progress in every little aspect of the city in the last 4 years. We're looking forward to finishing a lot of those projects and keep the steam going. The chief is staying. He was always staying. He's always here. So I see no changes there. We have one of the most aggressive and talented police forces in the state. We're very proud of them. And we're making big improvements in the city.
Meanwhile, Yavak, who campaigned on a pledge to crack down on crime and blight, said this first run for office was his last.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say I am proud of Hazleton, the community I live in, and everything that it has given me. I went out there, I was asked to run for mayor of the city. I worked hard, I worked hard for months and months. I did the will of the people, seen what they needed, seen what they wanted. Obviously, they don't want to change in government. But I'm so proud of the way I worked. I'm so proud of all of you, my whole team, for everything you did for me. And guess what? Tomorrow we just move on.
Although he shared his frustrations, Yavak was thankful for his voters' support and his campaign team's hard work.
I wish Jeff Cassett the best. I just hope that he picks up on some of the ideas I had and moves them forward to clean up our town and give us our quality of life back.
Cassett's thankful voters gave him 4 more years to carry out projects that got underway during his first term, noting they're moving in the right direction and that there's still hope left in the city.
I thank my opponent. He ran a campaign that he had to run. I ran a campaign on what we have done. My administration has worked extremely hard on a lot of different things, and that's all we wanted to put forward. Everything we focused on was things that we've done as an administration in 4 years.
Republican Lauren Sacco picked up where she left off in May, finishing on top of council candidates with 1,648 votes.
It was nuts. We're very excited. I had a good team behind me. I have a good team that I'm joining, and I'm excited to move forward on the next journey that this brings.
Meanwhile, Democrat Jack Bundy returns for a record 5th term, securing the second and final council seat with 1,383 votes. Come January, the two will join Republicans Allison Barletta and Jim Perry, along with Democrat Tony Colombo in council chambers.
Honestly, we fight the same fight as everybody. We walk the streets, we live here. The same things that bother everybody at home bother us. We talk weekly about the issues of parking, Diamond Avenue, the blight, code enforcement, and I'm looking to just kind of roll my sleeves up and dig in and use what we've known and what we think could be helped and just kind of tackle each thing one at a time.
Although the businesswoman is new to politics, Sacco continued her dominance as top vote getter through this second consecutive election. Meanwhile, Mundy returns to council after a 2-year hiatus. Mundy believes his past approach of speaking his mind rang with voters and looks forward to working with Mayor Cassett.
We may have had some difference of opinions on politics. You need that. I don't want somebody that's always going to say yes to me because I'm not always right. Lauren's great. She's a young, energetic woman that's involved in a lot of different entities. So she'll have a lot of ideas that will be able to come forward. I have a council that I may have majority over. We're looking forward to work with the Act 47 plan, a realistic budget. All that could add up to being very prosperous for the city.
According to unofficial tallies, Mundy finished 92 votes ahead of Democrat Nicaro Soto for the final open council seat. Soto finished with 1,291 votes. Republican Peter Andrasko and Independent Scott Cahalan rounded out the ballot, with Andrasko securing 1,200 votes to Cahalan's 347. So, here's to the next 4 years in the city. Reporting in Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Voters casted ballots in Luzerne County for county council and retention of judges. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has a recap of Tuesday's Luzerne County election.
The votes are in, and the 2019 Pennsylvania general election is in the books. In Luzerne County, council will be seeing a shift in balance this coming January, as it will consist of 5 Democrats and 6 Republicans. Currently, county council has 8 Democrats and 3 Republicans. 2 incumbents will be keeping their seats. They are Robert Schnee and Tim McGinley, both Democrats. They will be joined by newcomers Leanne McDermott, Kendra Radel, Walter Griffith, and Stephen J. Urban, all Republicans. Linda McCloskey-Hawk, Sheila Sedman, Matthew Vo, Harry Haas, and Chris Perry make up the rest of the 11-member county council. Others in the county council race who did not make it were Patrick Bilbo, Jane Walsh-Waitkus, Gregory Walovich Jr., Joe Sebastianelli, and Anut Patel. On to the Luzerne County Judges race, where voters decided to retain Judge William Amesbury, Judge Thomas Berg, and Judge Tina Polachek-Gartley. Gartley, who is 53 years old, can serve for another 10 years. The mandatory retirement age for a judge is 75. Judges Burke and Amesbury will be serving partial terms because they are both 72. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis, who ran unopposed this election year, will be serving her 3rd term in office come January. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Now to the Hazleton Area School Board race, where there will be 2 new members joining the board in December. Former school nurse Ellen McBride and businessman Oyster Uhas will be joining the board. Jackie Scarcella, Robert Fume, and Tony Bonomo were all re-elected during the election on Tuesday. McBride was a top vote-getter throughout the night. It was a different story in the May primary election with 16-year veteran board member Tony Bonomo, who was on top. But just last week, police charged him with a DUI after an incident in West Hazleton. While Bonomo did slip in the polls, he was still able to win re-election in the last spot. The winners will join Alexander Van Hoekelen, Linda DeCosmo, Robert Mahalik, and Edward Shemansky when the board reorganizes later this year. In the borough of West Hazleton, 4 council members were re-elected. That's according to unofficial election results. Republican Diane Chura received the most votes with 264. Other Republicans winning yesterday's election were Louis Pacelli, James Sosweiker, and Bernard Dutz. Now, Pacelli received 262 votes. Sosweiser received 250. Dutz received 248. Democratic candidate Furman Diaz had a total of 208 votes. He did not receive enough to secure a spot moving forward. Now over to the city of Wilkes-Barre, where some heated races took place in Tuesday's election. Of the candidates vying for council seats, District B was one of the most heated, with opponents Republican Tony Brooks and Democrat Mark Schaefer. Attacks were made by both parties during the race. That was won last night by Brooks with a total of 557 votes to Schaefer's 449. In District D, Democrat Bill Barrett won over challenger Ryan Vanderkill. In District E, there was unopposed Democrat John Macron. Democratic Council members Beth Gilbert McBride and Mike Belisco retained their seats representing Districts A and C. All of them will be joining Mayor-elect George Brown, who was elected with no contest in last night's election. He took both the Democrat and Republican nominations over current Mayor Tony George back in the May primary. Coming up on WYLN News, more election results. We head to Schuylkill County and Carbon County next. But first, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for you tomorrow. Rain's going to move into the area, a high of 45. Friday, we're seeing mostly sunny skies, a high of 34. It's a big difference. Saturday and Sunday, not looking too bad. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, high 37 and 47. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
According to unofficial results, nothing will change in Schuylkill County government as all 3 incumbents were re-elected Tuesday night. Commissioner Chairman George Halkovich Jr. and Frank Stoudemire kept their positions, both earning over 17,000 votes apiece. They will keep control of county government in the GOP hands as part of a wave that saw Republicans also winning several row offices that were up for grab last night. The lone Democrat, Commissioner Gary Hess, also retains his post, receiving just over 14,000 votes to capture the 3rd seat on the Commissioner's board. Again, not much will change in Schuylkill County. There will be a new member joining McAdoo Borough Council in January. Republican Alberta Bumbolsky unseated Democratic Councilwoman Marian DeBalco during Tuesday's election. With that win, that will change the majority on McAdoo Council from D to R. Also winning last night were incumbent Republicans Mary Labert and William Solovic and the lone Democrat John DeBalco. This will be the first time in many years that the Republicans will control both the council and mayor's office in McAdoo, according to unofficial numbers. Now to neighboring Klein Township, where the incumbent will keep his seat for the next 6 years. Supervisor Dale Westner beat out Democrat challenger Anthony Bufano by a large margin. Westner, who brought new ideas and programs to the township, will have a chance to grow and continue the work he has done. Westner is joined by 2 other Republicans on the Board of Supervisors in Klein Township. Now moving over to Banks Township, there will be a new supervisor after current supervisor Joe Clark chose not to seek re-election earlier this year. According to election night results, Democrat and longtime township resident Bill Nice Jr. will replace Clark in January. Nice ran away with the election Tuesday night, beating Republican Richard Hornick Sr. 213 to 49. For the first time in 12 years, Weatherly residents have elected a new mayor. Paul Hudzik defeated incumbent Mayor Tom Connors. Connors served as mayor for the last 12 years and did not file for re-election, but received enough Democrat write-in votes in the primary to run against Hudzik. The mayor-elect served on Weatherly Council for 6 years in the 1970s and on the school board before becoming a district magistrate. He served in that position up until his retirement. Also, Weatherly incumbent Councilman Joe Seibert led the race for council with 392 votes. Joseph Thomas also won a seat, making him the newest council member in the borough of Weatherly. According to Carbon County Elections Bureau, there was an issue last night with providing correct results in some races. Election officials say that incorrect results were not a result of the new voting machines they were using. A software error in the office has caused the votes to be tallied incorrectly. While the office was working with the vendor Domain Voting Systems to correct the problem, Election Bureau officials plan to count the votes from the printouts which each precinct submitted when the polls close. The affected races include municipal races in Summit Hill, where there were no votes tallied for candidates, and in Weatherly, Palmerton, Panther Valley school board races, and one candidate received an overwhelming number of votes in that race. Coming up on Claire's News Choice in Community and You, we talk with 2 local doctors about the importance of getting a colonoscopy and Wellness Wednesday. Plus, a longtime store in Hazleton is moving and a new cooking show is coming to WYLN TV. Stay with us.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Is your computer not running as good as when you purchased it? Good news! Take it to Hazleton's only retail and repair shop, Hazleton Computer Incorporated. They will get it running like new again. Located at 50 West 23rd Street in Hazleton, next to Churchill Auto Sales. There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Churras. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Churras Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
Blue White Tailgate provides the in-depth breakdown and analysis of the Penn State Nittany Lions football team and their upcoming opponents. Jay Paterno takes you inside the film room to analyze the key plays and formations that will decide the outcome on game day. Watch Blue White Tailgate on WYLN TV 35 Friday night at 10:30 p.m. and Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
Welcome to Wellness Wednesday here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. We are on location today at the Health and Wellness Center, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And today we're talking about something that many people don't like to talk about, and that's colonoscopies. But it's very important for you to get one, especially if you're getting towards that age where you know you need one. Today I'm joined by 2 great professionals here at the Health and Wellness Center, Dr. Polishinsky and Dr. Umula. And we're going to talk about the procedure. We're also going to talk about this nice new facility they're using here at the Wellness Center. So first, I'm going to talk to Dr. Polishinsky, and let's talk about this facility first, because let's say you've had a colonoscopy before. Where's it always being done here? So we're a little reluctant for some change once in a while.
Yeah, I've been here in Hazleton for 36 years and spent time in several different facilities, and recently moved to the Health and Wellness Center because of the spacious nature of this facility, brand new equipment, a great staff, and have been extremely pleased with the services that the Health and Wellness Center is offering our patients.
And this is a little more convenient for people to come out to the Health and Wellness Center, kind of a bigger area for them to be in, instead of maybe going up to the hospital. And this is a little easier for everyone to kind of get through.
Absolutely. The parking is fantastic. The flow through this facility is very efficient, so people get the procedure, and before they know it, they're on their way out and going to have some breakfast.
Well, that's what we like to hear. So let's talk a little bit about the procedure. And Dr. Umula, a lot of people don't like to talk about this. They say they get a little uncomfortable and they say, oh, it's time to go for a colonoscopy. But why is it important, first of all, for people to get checked? And how soon should people, is there a certain age they should be coming in to get a colonoscopy?
Well, colon cancer is still the overall number 2 cause of cancer death. It's still out there, and many times it's a preventable disease. Colon cancer starts as polyps most of the time, and those polyps often can precede the tumor sometimes by years, sometimes not as much, but sometimes more. If we can catch this early before it's trouble, it's a curable disease. If we can remove polyps, we think we lower the risk of colon cancer. So many tests are screening tests, like mammography is a screening test, but this is both a screening and a preventative test, because if we can remove polyps, we also lower the risk of colon cancer.
So for somebody who may not have a risk of cancer that they know of, or somebody who hasn't had this done yet, what age should they start?
We like to start about age 50 if there's no family history. If there is a family history, maybe anywhere from, we turn the clock back between 5 or 10 years, depending on that family history.
Okay. And what are some of the most common things, and I'll ask both of you this, but Dr. Miller, what are some of the most common things you hear when people say, I don't know if I'm really ready to go for a colonoscopy?
Because most of us are busy and we take care of everybody but ourselves, including us doctors. And it's just it's an important test. You take care of your car, you take care of your family, you take care of your house, take care of yourself too. This is an important test.
And I do want to ask, Doctor, what are some things you've heard over the years of people say, oh, it's okay, I don't need to go right away, oh, I'm fine, I'm in good health, but you really should?
I don't have any symptoms. I feel great. I've never seen any blood in my bowel movements. And in 25% of the normal healthy people will find polyps. And that's a precursor for colon cancer.
And does it change between men and women? Is that age 50 kind of the standard, or do we want to get in before or at?
No, I think age 50 is probably the standard for both men and women, except if you've had somebody in your family, first-degree relative, who's had cancer, then we move it up a little bit earlier than that. Mm-hmm.
And for anybody who has maybe any thoughts and say, well, you know what, I'm 39, I'm going to be 40, I should start thinking about this, what's advice you would give to them?
Well, if it's average risk screen, if there's nothing in your family, around age 50. And just on that point about symptoms, we don't wait for you to have symptoms. We'd rather, most things are fixable when you don't have symptoms. Mm-hmm. So the fact you don't have symptoms doesn't mean you don't have trouble.
So it's just important to, first of all, talk to your doctors, your regular family doctors. That's most important. And when you get to that age 50, or you're going to be getting there, you may want to start thinking about it and get that appointment and get it over with. And quickly, a lot of people say, oh, there's a lot of prep work that goes into this. Not really as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
No, it's not. Nobody likes to do the prep. That's guaranteed. But after people come in there and they're laying in the stretcher, my first question to them is, how was your prep? And I will guarantee about 90% or more say, wasn't bad. So after all of that, it's not really all that bad. So
and the preps have improved a bit too.
That's right.
These low volume preps, it's not the gallon anymore. It's about half the volume. So they've gotten easier.
All right, so listen to the doctors. Take care of yourself. Come on in. Get your tests you need to get done. Don't put it off, because if you put it off, there could be something that you want to get taken care of early, and you don't want to wait for it to become a major, major issue. Thanks for joining us here on Wellness Wednesday. We'll catch you next time here on WYLN.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square. For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup, or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Employee Pricing Plus at the Black Friday sales event.
Breaking news, community news, local news, regional news. News that affects you, us, and our community.
That's what we do.
Every day we work to bring the news and information that is important to you, to us, and to our communities.
WYLN, we're your local network. A longtime downtown Hazleton business is closing its flagship store. For the last 85 years, Victoria's Candies has been a staple on North Laurel Street in downtown Hazleton. The family business has a few locations throughout Luzerne County, but will officially shut down the store where it all started on November 16th. Owner Paul Esposito hopes to move the retail business from the downtown Hazleton location to their new location on Conahan Drive just off Route 424. After Thanksgiving, that's in the Hazleton Heights section. Esposito said the company is growing and they are selling candy all over the country, and they hope that the building will be put up for sale after the move. There's a new cooking show coming to Wyln TV this week. Here's the host to tell you all about what you can expect.
Hi everyone, my name is Ricardo Santos. You may know me as the taco guy, the food truck guy, or the yellow crazy colors. Well, thanks to Wyln Channel 35, now we have our own show called Cooking with Jay Zapata. That's right. My passion is cooking. Let me show you what's gonna happen. This is one of our locations on Hazleton. Right here, that's right, small kitchen, big car. I'm gonna show you and teach you how to make, believe me, the Mexican cuisine is gigantic. We're not gonna have only Mexican, we're gonna introduce another ethnic groups. That's right. We're gonna have and show you how to make tacos, burritos, quesadillas, nachos, tortas, tamales, atole, pozole. Oh my God, I can't finish. Well, stay tuned at Wyln Channel 35, Cooking with Jay Zapata.
His passion is cooking. What's yours? Tune in and check out the premiere of Cooking with Jay Zapata tonight at 7 right here and only here on Wyln TV.
Look forward to that. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln TV.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.